Welcome to In the Know with NGO, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Nu Gamma Omega Chapter. We welcome you. It's an opportunity to learn about Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, our service opportunities in the community, learn how you and we can better support the mission of our stakeholders, and learn how you can partner with us in the mission of service, education, mentoring, youth empowerment, and scholarship. At the end of this broadcast, our announcer will tell you how to find out more about Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Nu Gamma Omega Chapter, and how to volunteer with and financially support the many programs we offer. And now your host of In the Know with NGO.
Welcome to In the Know with NGO. I am the captivating Karanda Matir, a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Nu Gamma Omega Chapter. I will serve as your hostess today. Joining me in studio also are two of my sisters who are members as well as officers in the sorority, Nu Gamma Omega Chapter. First off, we have the dynamic Dr. Angela Gooden.
Thank you so much, Ms. Matier.
Who serves as our chapter's president. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we have our vivacious vice president, Mrs. Linda Piper.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Purpose of this broadcast is to tell you, our community stakeholders, about the many service opportunities we do in the community, how you can get involved, and how you can support us in our community service efforts.
Yes.
Dr. Gooden, would you be so kind to briefly tell us about the organization and a few of its accomplishments?
I surely will, and I'm excited, and thank you, Ms. Matier, for serving as our host. Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated was founded on the campus of Howard University, and I think most of us know it's in Washington, D.C. And I'll just tell you a little bit. There are 9 founders, Anna Easter Brown, Beulah Burke, Lily Burke, Marjorie Hill, Margaret Flagg Holmes, Ethel Hedgeman Lyle, Lavinia Norman, Lucy Diggs Slow, and Marie Woolfolk Taylor. And did you know Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated holds the first honor among black sororities for both establishment and incorporation?
Wow.
Just want to let you just a little bit of knowledge there. And for 115 years, really a little bit more than that, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated has been at the vanguard of enriching the lives of people. The programs have been a strand of pearls, and responses are unparalleled. The founders, including the 9, composite, it's 20 incorporators, the sophomores, and of course the original founders. And the commitment is to be in supreme service to all mankind, and by culture and by merit. What do? We serve.
We serve.
We serve.
It's the oldest Greek letter organization established by African American college educated women, the first and the finest.
If you didn't know, now you know.
Now you know. And it was on NGO.
Yes.
And it is comprised of more than 355,000 members in graduate and undergraduate chapters. Now, if you go anywhere, I'm just going to say this now, you're going to see an Alpha Kappa Alpha woman. There's going to be some pink and some green. We are in 12 countries, including the United States, the Bahamas, Bermuda, Canada, Dubai, Germany, Japan, Liberia, Nigeria, South Korea, South Africa, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. So even if you travel, you're going to see a chapter, and you're going to see an Alpha Kappa Alpha woman.
We just love it.
We love it. We love it. Our president and CEO is Danette Anthony Reed, and our South Central Regional Director is Joya T. Hayes. And I'll tell you, both are on fire, trailblazers, and phenomenal women.
Absolutely.
Yes. Nu Gamma Omega Chapter is located in Baton Rouge, downtown Baton Rouge to be exact. We have 225 superb created, creative,
Yes, ma'am.
as it say, and also diligent and forthright and resilient and resolute. I can go on
Go
and
and
on.
on.
That's
On.
it.
Go ahead.
Members. And I tell you, from all walks of life, from ages 25 all the way to 85.
Wow.
And also, too, we work with the local Pan-Hellenic organization and other local sorority and fraternity organizations to do some wonderful service activities in the community. So it's not just about us. You know what I'm saying?
It's the community.
It's the community, and we all work together. And we want to say thank you to our local Pan-Hellenic organization. I just want to kind of put this in there. Mr. Ryan Harris is the president of the Greater Baton Rouge Pan-Hellenic organization. And to all of the members, all of the sororities and fraternities, thank you, because we work together in order to build community. And our chapter was chartered in 1980. We have supported so many community service efforts through the years: middle school scholars, textbook distribution,
Okay.
Donation of food to the local food banks, packing and volunteering with, our educational partners, the Battered Women's Shelter, domestic violence initiatives, mentoring activities, and of course, I can't leave out scholarships to high school students, college students, and also graduate students. And this has been going on for over 40 years. So today,
And every Sunday afternoon from 1 to 1:30, we're
Yes.
going to bring you In the Know with
With
NGO.
That's it.
Alpha Kappa Alpha Sororities Incorporated Nu Gamma Omega Chapter. During this 30-minute educational,
Yes.
informational forum,
Yes.
we will bring you information about what we as a nonprofit do,
That's right.
how you can get involved, and how you can partner in the mission and with NGO.
Most definitely.
Our mission remains the same: service
And
sisterhood. I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Shanika Gray, and she's going to tell you all about some of our programs, projects, and initiatives, and how you can get involved. Support our community initiatives.
Soaring to greater heights of service and sisterhood, the theme of the Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated 2022 to 2026 administration under the leadership of the International President and CEO, Danette Anthony Reed. This administration has 6 initiatives, recognizing that service and sisterhood has been the cornerstone of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated since its founding in 1908. Strengthen Our Sisterhood will serve as the administration's foundation initiative as we strengthen our bonds to support our service mission. The remaining 5 initiatives will serve as the program initiatives, which include empower our families, build our economic wealth, enhance our environment, advocate for social justice, and uplift our local community. These initiatives are designed to improve the lives of those we serve. Under the Strengthen Our Sisterhood Foundation initiative, we will intentionally take time to fellowship and form lifelong relationships based on affinity, love, trust, respect, and shared goals and interests, while concurrently building on our foundation to serve others. Areas of focus will include sister squads, aka PALs, random acts of sisterliness, We Are One, aka Service Day, and leadership development. Under the Empower Our Families initiative, we will take a multi-generational approach to fortify families within our communities by addressing child hunger and promoting positive youth development and leadership, mental well-being, and senior life. The areas of focus will include the Childhood Hunger Initiative Power Path, Youth Leadership Institute, mental health awareness, and our seniors. The next initiative is building our economic wealth. Under this initiative, we will further encourage and equip our members to place key strategies into action to build personal, organizational, and community economic wealth. The areas of focus will include for members-only credit union, financial wellness and planned giving, sister circles, supporting women entrepreneurs, and Black Dollar Days. The next initiative is to enhance our environment. Under this initiative, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority has the power to galvanize our organization of more than 120,000 active members, create a ripple effect, and make a significant impact on our environment. We will employ select strategies to optimize our collective ability to improve and protect the environment at scale. We will prioritize activities and promote the adoption of more sustainable and responsible practices. The areas of focus will include tree planting, community and home gardens, waste reduction and shredding, and electronics recycling day. Under the Advocate for Social Justice initiative, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority will continue to stand at the forefront of social justice to promote fairness and equity. We will continue to stand in the gap to empower our communities and act in the best interest of all people through social advocacy and justice. We will equip communities with the tools, knowledge, and support to activate their voices and mobilize self-help to empower communities to help themselves. Under this initiative, we will focus on voter education, registration and mobilization, public policy forums, candidate forums, and public servants guides. Finally, under the Local Communities Initiative, Alpha Kappa Alpha will continue to reign supreme in its mission to service to all mankind. Given the engagement of more than 1,046 chapters across an international landscape, we have an ongoing history and reputation for making a global impact through local change. We will celebrate excellence, promote a focus on service, and stimulate effective culture. The areas of focus will include celebrating local community impact, chapter collaboration recognition program, and local community service.
To our vivacious Vice President, it was so enlightening to hear all about the great initiatives that we were talking about within the sorority. When I think about initiatives, the things that come to mind is something at the forefront, life-changing. Could you give us more detail about specific initiatives that are key in mind, especially, let's start with October, with it being breast cancer?
Certainly, my dear. Let's start off with strengthening our sisterhood.
Good.
This initiative focuses on sisterhood, service, and leadership.
Yes.
A few weeks ago, we profiled, in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, Dr. Laura Cooper, an OBGYN.
Yes.
And she told us how to do self-breast exams.
Yes.
We gave you tips 1 2, 3.
Right.
Tip 1 being keep up with your health checkups and screening. Remember, early detection is the key.
It's key.
Tip 2, get screened based on the Mayo Health Clinic Systems reviews and studies. Annual screening should start at age 40.
Yes.
Tip 3, take your vitamins.
Uh-oh.
Especially vitamin D.
Uh-oh.
And now we're going to move on and give tip 4 and tip 5.
Yes.
Tip 4, eat a healthy diet, vegetables, fruit, fish.
Yes.
And tip 5, know your family history.
Most definitely.
It's very important that you know your family history.
Yes.
We are all about extending information, education, and resources to the public. And today we want to bring you this video from one of our health partners,
Right.
the Tiger Lily, Angel Hill.
Ooh, wow.
Thank you.
So
Thank
there we
you.
go.
I found my own lump. So I did not go in right away. I was in denial.
We need to get a mammogram, and I have dense breast tissue.
I knew that the lump was there, but they didn't really see it. Seeing the images, I knew.
Invasive ductal carcinoma.
Everything changed for me within a year.
When I first got diagnosed, I looked for women that looked like me.
Because I don't feel like there's a lot of young black women that my breast surgeon treats. And so I feel like I was kind of a unicorn coming in her office.
I felt very small and unheard.
I wasn't presented with the opportunity for clinical trials. Was it because that I am a woman of color?
The question is whether our experience is perceived to have value.
Educated and armed to move forward is what works for people.
And my voice can be heard. That's important.
This is how you change history.
And as we continue, this month we celebrated our breast cancer survivors. We introduced our newest AKA squad, the MRT team, which is a group of medical professionals, including nurses, nurse practitioners, and physicians, who will aid in education, prevention, and awareness monthly on specific health issues, supported by one of our own, Mrs. Tanisha Craig Stewart.
Yes.
And in a fitness challenge, we honored breast cancer survivors and came together to read a good book, the book Memphis by Tara M. Stringfellow, with our Cultured Pearls book squad.
All right.
Awesome.
All right.
So if you would, Vivacious Vice President and dynamic Dr. Gooden,
Yes.
please tell us your story briefly, 1 minute.
1 minute, okay. Well, I'm blessed. I was diagnosed in October of 2010, and to this date, I've had no other problems. It's been 13 years cancer-free, so I'm just thanking God for the blessing and the gift that He's given me.
That's
I
what
am
I'm talking about.
cancer-free.
Thank you.
All right.
Jesus.
That's a minute.
and 25 years for me.
Hey.
I am excited. Diagnosed with breast cancer, stage 3 inflammatory breast cancer. Tumor the size of a grapefruit, affected the lymph nodes and the liver. But standing here today, because they didn't give me much time to live, but based on the final say. Not just what the doctor said, but the final say.
The final say.
I'm still here, and it's 25 years later, and through adriamycin, through chemo, through mastectomy, through chemo again, bone marrow transplant, I stand here today, and I am healed, and I'm thankful.
What a testimony. Thank you so much, ladies, for sharing your stories. We appreciate it.
Thankful.
All right. Empower our families.
Sure. Let me tell you about this initiative. It's one in which we address food insecurity.
Correct.
Mentoring, mental health issues.
Yes.
Care for our seniors. Care for the caregivers.
Yeah.
And also issues regarding maternal fetal health.
Gross.
Our areas of focus include the Childhood Hunger Initiative Power Pack,
Yes.
also known as the CHIP program.
Correct.
And with the CHIP program, we provide weekend, and holiday meals for children within our local community.
Yes.
Weekly, we partner with local schools in East Baton Rouge Parish.
Okay.
And we pack 65 lunches and snacks weekly for our babies.
Most definitely.
Must feed our babies.
Have
Yes.
to.
Yes. And so currently, we're partnering with the Glen Oaks Park Elementary and Mrs. Crystal Dugas and Mr. Bernard Williams.
Yes,
Thank
and hats
you.
off to the chairman, Lynn Ferris, Carla Harmon,
Yes,
and of
yes.
course Dr. Alexis Alexander for just keeping this and momentum going, because it's a wonderful partnership.
Thank you so very much.
Yes,
It really
thank you.
makes a difference.
It really does.
Yes, yes,
And the
it
whole
does.
committee. I don't want to leave anybody out. All right.
Our second focus under this initiative is our Youth Leadership Institute, which is
Yes.
also known as YLI.
Yes.
And it's youth-led, and it's a highly interactive leadership development program. And it's designed to empower and engage our youth from the
Right.
ages 11 through 13. And this is a program which teaches our children to lead.
Most
Awesome.
importantly,
Thank
and again, hats off to Angel Williams and to Kiana. And I tell you, y'all are doing an awesome job, and we want to say thank you to the entire committee and to everyone who works with our youth, because I tell you, it takes time in planning and preparation, but most importantly, in implementation of the program. And all of the parents' heart, passion.
Passion.
Thank
Yes.
you so much,
Definitely.
Angel Williams and
Yes.
Kiana Kelly. We really
That's right.
appreciate
We love you.
Yes.
We love you.
A shout out.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Okay, so our third initiative is Build Our Economic Wealth. And this is an institutional health solution to combat institutional level challenges.
Correct.
We have our first women-owned credit union.
Yes.
Yes.
Woo, that's a
I tell you, first in the
Okay,
nation, in the world.
nation. That's
Awesome.
right.
Yes.
That speaks volumes.
It does. And we support Black Dollar Days, which is the push to support Black-owned businesses,
Correct.
women-owned businesses,
Right.
and small entrepreneurs 24/7, 365 days per year. Networking increases our network.
Yes.
And through our pink pages and pop-up shops and entrepreneur spotlights, we let you know more about the businesses in our communities and how to utilize their valued service.
Now, Dr. Piper, I tell you, we just want to kind of throw out, because we got about 1,000 businesses. We have 1,000 of them, but we're only profiling four today. So I tell you, here they come. Drum roll.
Drum roll.
Okay.
We're ready.
All right.
Okay.
Simply what?
Exquisite.
Ooh, decor and events, Mrs. Cassandra Woods. And I tell you, you can call her at 937. I don't think she's going to have a problem giving the number.
We go ahead and give it
Yeah,
out.
we're going to give it out. 225-937-1910. And it is designers simply exquisite at cox.net. For all of your decor, all of those folks that are getting ready for the holidays and just want to, as I say, spruce it up or have a nice wedding or whatever, that's the place to go.
All righty. Our second one. It's Kwame Atkins. Woo!
Realtor.
and
Want to buy a house?
broker.
Want to buy a house?
Want to buy a house?
Want to get it now?
That's your person.
Okay.
Her phone number is 225-953-1314.
Uh-huh.
And you can reach her via email at KWAMEADKINS
Right.
at southernproperties.com.
That's
Need
the
a
one.
house? That's the person you call.
That's right.
right.
She's got it for you.
Okay. And so, Calandra Clark with
That's it.
On the Go Travel.
You ready to go around the world? Here you go. Here you go. And you don't have to plan your own trip.
That's right.
She can do it for you.
Okay. She's at otgtravelagent@gmail.com or CALAUNDRA at IntelliTravel.com.
And that's On the Go Travel.
On the go.
And then last but not least, and we hope you don't need anything for anything bad, but as I say, because they say attorneys, oh Lord, here we go. You got to put what I did. Okay, we have attorney Cynthia Reed. The number to call is 225-771-4913. Creed at sulc.edu. For all of your legal needs, that's the place to call. And we want to make sure to profile members and profile black businesses, small entrepreneurs, women-owned businesses, because we want to make sure that we support our own. Networking increases what? Your net worth.
Black Dollar Days.
That's Black Dollar Days.
Black Dollar Days. Okay, so
thank you to build our economic wealth, and thank you to Natasha
Wallace.
That's
thank
it.
you.
And thank you to Vignetta
Johnson.
That's right. And thank you so much to Charlene. Thank you so much.
Charlene Jones.
We appreciate you.
All right.
And the whole committee. We don't want to leave anybody out.
Okay, moving along to our next initiative is called Enhance Our Environment. And the goal is to protect our environment.
Correct.
Okay.
And how do we do this?
Yes.
Well, we do this through community and home gardens. And examples include Alpine Community Gardens and the Villa Del Rey Little Greenhouses.
Correct.
Awesome.
So this is how we get our kids involved in protecting the environment.
Right.
So on October 7th, we participated in the hazardous waste drop-off day at the LSU Touchdown Village, collecting over 5,000 pounds of hazardous waste in one day.
Yes.
That's a lot of waste.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
All right. And we got something coming up on November 4th, right?
Yes, we do. Enhance Our Environment. We'll partner with the Southern University Ag Department, Children and Family Law Society, and the Scotlandville CDC for a gardening education and tutoring event for kids on November 4th, 2023. And that's going to be located at 1920 Gotcha Street. And it's from 10 to 12.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Thank
yes. You. And coming up, I tell you, we have Advocate for Social Justice. That's the next on the list. And boy, I tell you, this is an important time.
It is.
Very important.
Very much so.
Important time. Elections did not stop in October. They still are going on in November. November 18th, 2023 is Election Day. The polls are open from 7 to 8. Don't sit down and don't sit back, but get up and get out and what? Go vote.
Go vote.
Early
And take
voting is
somebody
when?
with you.
Early voting is when?
November 3rd through the 11th.
That's right. And then also, last but not least, and we can't leave it out, uplift our local community. October 4th and 7th, they partnered with the Habitat of Humanity on Women's Build home construction project, and they worked with seasoned builders to build a brand new home for one of our community's own. And I tell you, we didn't get through everything, and I tell you, our time is almost up.
Alrighty. Always such a great time. I want to give a shout out to our debutantes, our mentoring program. We're
Thank you
just
so much.
absolutely so
Thank you
proud
so
of
much
it.
to Dream Makers, our debutante program. Oh my gosh.
And if you want to know more information about what's going on in the community, be
Right.
sure to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Nu Gamma Omega Chapter. You can find out more about all of the programs that we have to offer.
Yes. And as we close out, we want to do this. Always choose to heal, not to hurt, to forgive, not to be resentful, to keep trying and not to quit, to love and not to hate, because at the end of this life, what truly matters is not what we have bought, but what we have built, not what we got, but what we shared, not our popularity, but our character, not our success, but our significance. And here's the key: live a life full of purpose and be of what? Service to all mankind. Have a great week.
Have a great day.
All right.
Thank you for joining us.
We appreciate you.
Be sure to follow us.
Thank you for tuning in to In the Know with NGO, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Nu Gamma Omega Chapter, an educational, informational platform for you, our community stakeholders. Whether it be community cleanups, recycling efforts, feeding vulnerable populations, mentoring, planting trees, setting up little greenhouse libraries, hosting voter registration drives, voter forums, supporting female entrepreneurs, black business, providing scholarships for high school and college students. It's a serious matter, and this is what we do daily. We invite you to join us, support us in one of all of our service opportunities. Ways to financially support and aid in providing scholarships are through the EAF Endowment, Linda Dunlap Cozy Scholarship, Valina Smith Johnson Scholarship, and the Eloise Ferdinand Jack Scholarship, our debutante program. Go to www.akaNewGammaOmega.com. That's www.akaNewGammaOmega.com. Tune in every Sunday for In the Know with NGO, 1 to 1:30 p.m. on this your station WPFC, 1550 a.m. Until next week, stay in the flow and always be in the know with NGO.